in this tutorial, we're going to go through the process of publishing your game. You're going to export your game and you're going to publish it out to the big wide world so anyone in the world can play it. Now, if you're at South Coast, you're going to follow a certain procedure. If you are anywhere else, you're going to use the Skira website. The Skira website is an arcade. The company that makes Construct has this arcade, and it allows you to upload a game that you export from Construct. And so you will need to register on Skira to do that, but only if you're not at South Coast. South Coast's got a different method. So first up, save your game, and then go to Menu and Project, and you're going to export. So this is for everyone. Now, again, if you're South Coast, you're going to click on this. If you're not South Coast, you're going to click on this Skira Arcade and go through that process. But if you are South Coast, you're going to go through this Web HTML5. Now, Web HTML5 is hypertext markup language, and it's a standard of every browser in the world. And it just means that you're going to be able to play it on pretty much any kind of device, but particularly mobile devices. So don't worry about these options. We don't have duplicate images. You can minify the images. No real point recompressing images because we used PNGs, and there's no point recompressing those. So we click Next, and once that's completed the export into HTML, CSS, Cascading Style Sheets, and also JavaScript, which is basically what the program runs on, it allows us to download the zip that contains all our files. So we're going to show that in the folder that we've just downloaded. So here's the zip. Now what we want to do is we want to export these files into a new folder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to right click in a blank area, and we're going to create a new folder, and this is going to be called float up. So no spaces. It's important that you don't add any spaces to this. So we double click on this zip file, and we're going to select all of these files. So Control A is the shortcut for selecting all. So Control A, select all, Control C for copy. And then if I go back to my downloads folder, go into the float up folder, remember not the float up zip, the float up folder, I'm going to do Control V. So what's happening here is we've just downloaded a zip file, which is a compressed file containing lots of individual files. We've decompressed, we've uncompressed those, and we've placed it in a new folder called float up. Okay, now we go back to the website. Now, if you're at South Coast, you'll have been provided a login details for digitaltech.website. Now, once you've logged into that, you go to a folder called Game. So you double click on the folder called Game, and in your case, you're probably going to a folder that's got nothing in it. It's all empty. Mine's got a load of files in it. That's absolutely fine. Yours is probably empty. We're going to go to the upload button in the top right-hand corner, and we're going to select a folder, and that folder is in your downloads, and it's called Float Up. Okay, so we're going to upload that folder. So that's 26 files. That's great. That's what we're kind of expecting. You might have a few more or a couple less. And so that's uploading those files right now. And so it will take a little bit of time. This server is based in America, and so it's sending all these files, and if the whole class is doing it at the same time, it'll run even slower again. So just be a little bit patient. When these are finished, when all of these is finished, and you'll see, because you scroll down and everything will kind of turn blue, and this screen should actually disappear. It's worth keeping an eye on it. It can sometimes error. You might need to do it a second time. But basically, once this is finished, you go to your, and open a new tab. You'll go to digitaltech.website. And remember, you can do this on your mobile phone. You use your username, whatever your username is, mine's admin, and then you type float up. Now it's important that whatever you called the folder, you type exactly the same. So if you used a capital F, you need to use a capital F here. If you've used spaces, you'll run into a few problems. You shouldn't have used spaces, and you need to go back and remove those spaces. So type in exactly the same, because web servers expect to see exactly the same, uppercase, lowercase, and all the rest of it. So once you've done that, hit enter, and your game should load. Now, you'll get a much better experience if you use it on a mobile device. Just bear that in mind. Okay, so that's the end of the tutorial. Make sure you submit this link as your final, because the marking will be against this link here, not the construct.net link. This is where the teacher gets to play your game and mark it, so just bear that in mind.